Buongiorno, welcome to the Bella Sanlucci Test Kitchen. We have all these beautiful ingredients that we're going to cook today for our honorable mention winner for December. It's Chef Gina Bravo's sun-dried tomato short ribs with creamy polenta, a very northern Italian, very nonna dish, grandma. Grandmas have taught me how to do this. We're proud of Chef Gina for this great recipe, and now we're going to get cooking. So I've seasoned the short ribs, and then we're going to add our Bella Sanlucci extra virgin olive oil, and we're also going to add butter to this because the butter and the flour will make a roux, which then makes the sauce thick and more like a gravy. Okay, so we have flour on both sides. Yeah, that's looking good. I always love it when the food's talking to you. Hear that? We're gonna get these in and we're gonna brown them. Then I'll turn them and then I'll add the onion. Okay, folks, let's turn these over. Nice and brown. And smells great. You know that when you caramelize the outside of meat like this, there's actually sugar in the meat, and it actually caramelizes and gets sweet. That's one of the reasons that I love braising. So now we're going to put the onion and Gina's original recipe called to take the beef out, but we're going to save that step and just do everything together. Okay, let's add the rest of the beginning ingredients. So here's your garlic. Stir that around. And then we'll add our Bella Sanlucci sun-dried tomatoes, the julienne cut in oil that we chopped, and some Worcestershire sauce for a special different kind of salt. And let's add the wine now. Stir around a little bit. Red wine. We've reduced our wine, Worcestershire, and all the rest of the ingredients in the beginning. We're going to add beef stock now to just barely cover. That's nice. And then we will, over the course of the next 2.5 hours, have to pull this out and turn these over so that they don't burn because of the lid being off, which is another thing that I'm doing on purpose because it'll add flavor. Here's our bay leaf. We are ready to go straight into the oven. Okay? Here we go. Pull the short ribs out of the oven to check them and turn them over like I talked about earlier. And the sauce is starting to thicken because we put the butter and the flour. Remember that? And you'll see on top that they're very brown, which is nice. And on the bottom, where they were in the liquid, they aren't. And those will trade places, the dark with the light. And in about an hour from now, we will have a beautiful gravy, and this will be ready to go. And in the meantime, we're going to cook the polenta. Polenta will take about 45 minutes with coarse cornmeal. There are lots of different kinds of cornmeal you can use. If you use fine, it will take less time. So let's get going. Here comes the milk. And here's the chicken stock. Let's bring that to a boil, and then we'll add our cornmeal. So, lots of things about the polenta. First of all, you don't want to boil milk. You know about that. You only scald it, which means you bring it to a simmer. So here we are. The next thing is you want to go slow and stir in the same direction. You're supposed to never change directions while stirring so you don't get groomy, which is the northern Italian word for lumps. No lumpy polenta, please. Here's our polenta, cooked and thickish. And now let's put the rest of our ingredients. So we have sun-dried tomatoes, nice touch, color and flavor. And we have butter, which is very Northern Italian, Pecorino Romano, and then we have provolone. So that makes it cheesy, and we will blend that all together. And we're going to turn off the fire underneath. Finish that. This smells wonderful, and you'll find out when you make this yourself at home. And I hope you do that. This is a great dish. Great for a holiday, for something different. Now let's pull the short ribs out of the oven. Yeah, we have a nice thickish sauce. Looks and smells great. And now let's plate. Chef Gina Bravo has come up with a great dish. Let's pull our short ribs out. I don't know if you can see, but some of the bones have already fallen off. Wow. And now the sauce. Oniony, sun-dried tomatoey, rich, luscious, velvety sauce. Some people like to call this brown sauce, braising sauce, or gravy. And a little bit of parsley for garnish with some flair. And there you go, Gina Bravo's beef short ribs and cheesy polenta with sun-dried tomatoes. Yum. Please submit your own recipes to bellasanlucci.com. Enter the recipe contest. Please feature our sun-dried tomatoes. Arrivederci and happy cooking. Ciao.